Nimrod, a mighty hunter. In the generations after the flood, when the earth began to be filled again with people, one name began to stand out among the rest. A man of strength, a man of ambition, a man who would be remembered for power and influence. His name was Nimrod. The world had changed since the days of Noah. Humanity had spread across the earth, forming families, communities, and early cities. Life was beginning anew, but the memory of God's judgment through the flood was still part of human history. In this growing world, Nimrod rose as a mighty figure. He was known as a skilled hunter, a strong leader, and someone who commanded attention wherever he went. People looked up to him not just for his strength, but for his ability to organize and lead. Over time, Nimrod became a ruler, establishing early centers of civilization. Cities began to grow under his influence. Among them were notable places like Babel, Erech, and Akkad, foundations of what would later become powerful regions. But Nimrod's influence was not only in leadership, it was also in direction. He led people in a way that reflected a growing independence from God. Instead of acknowledging the Creator who had preserved humanity through the flood, Nimrod's leadership encouraged people to rely on themselves, their strength, and their unity apart from God. In those days, humanity began to gather with a shared purpose, to build and to establish their identity as a people. They said to one another, "Let us make a name for ourselves." Their desire was not simply to live and grow, but to be known, to be secure, and to reach upward without depending on God. Under Nimrod's influence, this vision took shape in a grand project, a city with a towering structure meant to reach the heavens. It was a symbol of human pride, unity, and ambition. Not just a building, but a statement, a declaration of self-reliance. While the people worked together with one language and one purpose, their hearts were gradually turning away from the humility of walking with God. The structure they built became a visible expression of invisible intentions. Intentions rooted in pride, independence, and the desire for control. But God sees beyond structures. He sees the heart, and He understands the direction of humanity long before it fully unfolds. As the people continued their plans, God intervened, not in anger alone, but in restraint and mercy. He recognized that if unchecked, humanity's unified rebellion could lead them further away from truth, deeper into pride, and into paths that would harm them and distort His original purpose for mankind. So God acted to limit the course they had chosen. Their progress was interrupted. Their unity, once centered on a single language and shared understanding, became scattered. Communication broke down, and their ability to continue together was affected. As a result, the people began to spread across the earth, forming different groups and nations in different regions. The great building project slowed and eventually stopped. What began as a monument of human pride became a reminder of human limitation. Nimrod's legacy, however, remained significant. He was one of the earliest figures to shape organized cities and centralized leadership after the flood. His life marked a turning point in human development, from scattered families to structured societies, from simple living to complex governance. But his story also carries a deeper message. It reveals the tension between human ambition and divine purpose. It shows how leadership can influence not only systems and structures, but the direction of hearts. And it reminds us that strength, intelligence, and influence, while powerful, are not enough when separated from reverence for God. The story of Nimrod is not just about a man or a kingdom. It is about a pattern, a pattern that appears whenever people choose to build their lives around themselves rather than around God. It is the story of human potential and human limitation, of unity and misplaced purpose, of progress without direction from the one who created all things. In the end, Nimrod's name stands as a reminder that true greatness is measured not only by power, achievement, or legacy, but by alignment with God's will. Because no matter how high humanity builds, no structure, no system, and no ambition can replace the foundation that comes from walking with God. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video.